Come in. Hi, my
Hi.
name is Vernon McNeil.
Hi, Mr. McNeil. My name is Stevie.
Nice to meet you, Stevie. I am really glad that you can make it in today.
Thank you.
The weather conditions I see they're pretty bad, with the snow, the ice and sleet going on. And I don't know if you drove or rode a bus, but I am really glad you made it here safe.
Thank you, Mr. McNeil.
So, tell me, what brings you in today?
I'm a homeless vet.
Okay,
See, this is what happened, okay? So Veterans Day comes around,
okay,
and I'm in my apartment, and me and my friends are blowing off a little steam. So, we're drinking. We're pretty intoxicated. We're pretty drunk,
okay,
and well, somebody brought some crack into the apartment, and it was sitting there on the table, and I didn't pay it no mind. I mean, we're just having some fun. And well, anyway, a fight broke out in the
okay.
apartment, and the police were called, and they see the crack on the table, and they arrest me and charge me with drug abuse and alcohol intoxication.
Okay. So after this particular incident happened, and you say you were arrested and sitting there in jail, did you get a chance to evaluate the situation to see if maybe there's something you could have done differently to control the environment of your apartment?
Well, yeah, you're right. It is my apartment, right? But we were just blowing off steam and having a little fun, and I didn't see any harm in it. Um, well, after they released me, I was released on my own recognizance, and but when I got back, I was told to vacate the premises.
Okay, so you say that you didn't see any harm in it. You were blown off a little steam and really enjoying yourself, and I guess being Veterans Day, that um, it's definitely a holiday, but you want to celebrate, but maybe you may have celebrated a little bit too much, but didn't see any harm in it. So, since you lost your apartment, where are you staying now?
Well, I was staying at the drop-in center. But prior to that, I slept on a friend's house for 3 days, and then I went to the VA and to the hospital emergency rooms, and I stayed in there for 2 nights, and
Okay.
I left, and I tried to get back into the drop-in center, but they were down there just a bunch of dirty people using drugs and stuff like that. So I slept outside, but I realized that didn't work, and I returned to the VA. It was a better choice, you know. So I went to the VA emergency room, and they told me since I was homeless and a veteran, and if I had a substance abuse problem and needed help, they would help me.
Okay, so you say that you made a decision after sleeping over a friend's house for a few days on the couch that it wasn't a good choice. So then you returned to the drop-in center and you seen the same routine as far as people using drugs and alcohol, and you didn't want to live in that environment. So you made a conscious decision to return to the VA. So how did you feel after you returned to the VA?
Well, I was glad because I asked them for help, and they sent me to the eighth floor at the VA hospital. But the first chance I got, I felt so much better, and after 3 days, I just left. You know,
Okay, so
I
that
say I'm back on the streets. I don't know what to do.
okay, so you say that you went to the VA emergency room, told them you had a substance abuse problem. They let you enter into their program, and you stayed for 3 days, and you left. So since you left the program, how have you been feeling?
Well, I worked some jobs I was working some jobs to pay my rent and utilities. I was recently discharged from the military. It was a dishonorable discharge. But before that, my wife left me,
Okay.
and she was all stressed out. She took my 3-year-old daughter with her. She won't let me see my daughter now. You know, she was a daddy's girl. So recently now she's filed for divorce, and she keeps me from visiting my daughter.
Okay, so you say you recently discharged from the military. Prior to that, your wife had left you, and she took your 3-year-old daughter,
Yes, sir.
and now you're feeling the repercussions of her being gone. So tell me, how do you feel about that? as far as the part that you may have played in her leaving you?
Well, I'll tell you this. She claimed she left me because of my drinking. My depression became unbearable. So now I'm outside.
So my understanding is that you feel that your wife left you because of your drinking and your drug use, and it became unbearable. So as a result, she took your child away. So tell me more about that.
Well, I don't know. I just, now that these legal charges are pending, I'll probably never get my wife and my kid back. I just don't know what to do. And Mr. McNeil, I really need some help. I don't know what I'm going to do now.
So you say that you feel at the point now that you may need some help. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel now at this point that you're ready to accept help for your drug and your alcohol usage?
I would say it's about a 6. I would say it's about a 6. On a scale from 1 to 10, Mr. McNeil, I would say I'm about a 6 or a 7.
Okay, so tell me why you see yourself as a 6 or 7 versus a 4 or 5.
Well, first of all, I'm homeless and I don't have anywhere to go. Maybe it is the drug. Maybe it is my wife is that's why she left me. You know, I I don't know. I just when I was in the VA for those 3 days, when I left, I would have said a 4, but now at a 6.
So do you feel that if you return back to the VA and are admitted into a VA treatment program that lasts 14 days or possibly longer, that you would have opportunity to be successful?
I'm going to try, Mr. McNeil. I'm here asking for some help. I guess, yeah, I'm here asking for some help, and I really want to be successful, but I just don't know how I'm going to do it or what I'm going to do, and I just feel so numb.
Okay.
I feel like a lost cause, and there's no way out of my situation.
Well, first thing I want to say that it is a great uh, thing that you decided to return back here to the VA and to try to get help for your substance abuse program. Um, from our conversation, I see that you have experienced a great setback and that you're really trying. And look at the progress that you're making right now by being here today. I think that is wonderful progress. I would love to continue seeing you on a frequent basis. Right now, I would like to schedule you 2 weeks out from today's date. So I have on my calendar that I can see you if you're available on May the 25th. Would you be available at May the 25th at around 11 o'clock?
Yes, Mr. McNeil, I think I can do that. Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I'm going to set you an appointment for May the 25th at 11 o'clock. In the meantime, there is one thing that I would like for you to attempt to do, if that's okay with you. And that would be to see if you may be able to attend some 12-step program meetings. They have some AA meetings in the local area and NA meetings in the local area. The choice is yours, whatever you think may fit you um, and your particular needs.
Yes, sir. I think I can attend a meeting or two before our next appointment.
Okay. Well, I look forward to seeing you on May the 25th at 11 o'clock. And thank you very much, Stevie, for coming to see me. And I look forward to seeing you in the future. Have a great day.
Thank you, Mr. McNeil.